They used to fight climate change, really is cool. For some reason, I don't know why people like it. Considering the fact that the reading culture where I'm from in Zambia is really, really bad, people just don't really read books. And so if you would give somebody a book with pictures in it, I think it sparks their interest. Trying to create value with this art. It's not just about entertainment alone, but where can you take people with this? The majority of Zambians think climate change is it's a foreign problem, you know. They really don't see that they get affected really easily when you talk about global warming. So I believe children are easily guided because, I mean, if you put something in a child, they're literally the next generation and the future generations come after them. And that's why I feel like it's important to educate. And what better way than literature? I think a girl brings a different thing to the table. If you look at comic books, for example, you see that many superheroes are male, and this is conversations that keep going around even with creatives. Should we make more female characters? What does that mean? What does that stand for? And if you follow my comic book, you start to see that this character is not perfect. Her life is miserable. And she rises above all of that to save the world and fight climate change. Art is a perfect way of getting a message through. Art is big, it's diverse. It doesn't matter whether you make music, it doesn't matter whether you draw or make comics. What mouth? Mine? Jacket. So the idea is to visit these schools first, have simple questionnaires for the kids. After a few months, go back to the schools with questionnaires to see if the children actually learned about climate change. And outside just the questionnaires itself, I'm also creating stuff like challenges. For example, I have a plant a tree challenge. It's more or less just about a dialogue and being interactive. And the comic books are just supposed to help us get the dialogue running. And so there's going to be a whole lot more coming next. But I think people are already talking about it. People are receiving it warmly. They love it. And I believe it's going to grow bigger.
This is my favorite thing.